All right. Woo! I need like a little sound bite. All right, gather in. Hey guys. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the I'm Not Impressed Show. I am your host, Muva Gotti, Diamond D, Skip's owner, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me broke. Okay, I take that very personally. Um, it is Tuesday. It's the first day of the week back since the long weekend. That means I have a lot of news, a lot of people to talk about, a lot of jokes to make. Long as it's not at my expense, we can have a good time. Say hello on the walk-in. You know I do not like how you African Americans weren't taught how to greet people when you walk in a room. I guess that's just a West Indian thing. But I'm here to teach y'all. No need to fret. All right. So I don't know where I want to begin, but let's get this shit out the way. I got shit to do and food to eat. Hey, Sophie. See? There goes my African American. There she goes. I gotta give y'all a little bit of. I took another shot of Ozempic today because I felt myself getting a little plump. You know, maybe it's body dysmorphia. Maybe I am a porker. Who knows? Who cares? Okay, we need something to scare the fat away. I do not like being fat. Yes, I am fat phobic because I actually have a fear of, let's use phobia is right. I am fat phobic. I don't care what y'all got going over there, what clogged arteries you got going over there. But up in here, I don't enjoy being fat, and I actually have a fear being fat. So much that I will pump chemicals in my body that have more side effects than good. All in the name of not being fat. Okay? Why is your name Love BBLs? Who sent you? Hey, nonetheless, I need you. There's only two people here. But let's get into the proceedings this evening. Hey, Trixie, what's going? It's injection day for me too. I took a shot last night, baby. Skip walked in the bathroom. I was giving myself a shot in the bathroom. He's like, "Whoa!" Thought he was back selling crack again. But anyway, what shot are you on, Trixie? I'm still on semaglutide. I have some Majorno. What is it also known as? Zepbound. Oh Lord, I TikTok those side effects. And I don't think I'm ready for Majourno. You gotta all these weight loss injections have two names. I think they have the original name from when they were only for diabetes, and then they have their weight loss strain name. So when I say I'm selling Ozempic, it's really semaglutide. When someone says they have Majourno, the diabetes ones is called Zepbound, and then the I don't know Zepbound Majourno. Girl, please tell me your side effects because I got a big old jug in there and I am terrified. But anyway, or guys, or stay fat. That's what I say. Hey, I got this semaglutide. You can buy it, or you can stay fat. But anyway, y'all like my little Dogla Trini wig with the looking like Inga in her prime. If you don't know who Inga is, you need to just exit stage left. All right, I'm rambling. Let's get into the stories because we have a lot. In no particular order, let's talk about people, right? Because that's fun. They do it to me. um, Ray J. Ray J is he's gone. I don't want to be like Tasha K getting lawsuits and only have $4 to spare. Ray J is gone, so every time we see Ray J, he is going to be buying vagina loudly and proudly, or looking like he's on a substance that supersedes weed. Let's leave it there. Uh, he had recently cursed out Jaguar right, Jaguar wrong for dropping the stories to white people about Jay-Z that weren't really stories. They were a figment of drug-induced imagination. He's like, wait, we the same kind. We cut from the same cloth. Why you gonna bring the story over here? You gonna give it to the white man? So he cursed out. And he said, you know what? That was a bit much. I'm sorry. Anyway, Ray J's going. Brandy's brother. Talk about it. Crazy, right? So he called up Kai Cenat yesterday and said, yo, why you don't invite me to the sleepovers? I sleep. I want to come over. It's really no invite, bro. Don't be one of the no. You know, You know what I notice about no invite people? Because I have a friend and it's very, no invite? Bitch, when you outside, I didn't get a call. You should know the game. You play it. But anyway, don't be the guy that invites himself somewhere. You were strategically left out, and let's leave it like that. It's getting awkward. All right, so this is Ray J, Brandy's brother, begging Kai Cenat for a sleepover invite.
Right? So look, pause. Right? So look. So y'all took showers together, right?
No, but we be separated with swimming trunks.
That's what I mean. That's what I don't understand. Y'all had sleepovers before, right?
Yeah, but not like that. Like.
Yeah, so no, I didn't mean it like anything. I meant it like how y'all meant it. I want to sleep over too. I want to sleep with y'all niggas too. That's how I meant it. Pause. I know that was a lot.
Pause.
But that's what I meant. It's like if y'all was in the shower, then y'all was in the shower. Y'all took a shower together. So I'm like, well, shit, I'll take a shower with them niggas. Like on the stream, you know what I'm saying? Of course, with clothes on, bro. You know what I mean?
All right, Uncle Ray. Yo, can I call you Unc?
You know what?
We live long enough for men that we know are straight. You know, I don't want to vouch for anybody's sexuality, but we live long enough to see straight men troll borderline plausible shit for relevancy. Like, as a people, we have reached the age where men that are straight say things that are plausible on purpose to get attention. And I want to go back to the cocaine, drug dealer chic era. I know it's not a thing to be proud of, but I'd rather a person pushing drugs than pushing pause. Where are we? I was born in 86. Our men used to be men. It wasn't long-lived, but it was long enough for me to get the taste of what men were supposed to be. And now we're living in the era of podcast, sit on the couch, very chatty patty, very feminine. Oh, and I'm not his friend. We're going to see a lot of men chatty patties today on today's show because everything is, you know what? I know I was raised that men don't talk their business, but now that we're here, and another thing. So that's Ray J saying things that we know we're going to be like, pause. Yo, bro, y'all take showers together with it. Ray J, we know you're straight. Stop being plausible for attention. But that's where we are as a society. The men are no longer men. What else we got going on? A lot of people have opinions about Drewski. I haven't decided yet what side of the fence I'm on because I see things that are funny and I'm hard to please when it comes to comedy. You know, I'm hard to please with a lot of things. But what I can say is on social media, Drewski is the reigning champ right now with social media comedy to the masses. To me, it's this guy called Trey. There has to be more to his name. But I'll show you Trey. And Trey has very dark humor. And I like Trey. I've never seen Trey with one bad skit. And he doesn't drop a lot. It's about quality, not quantity. So, Drewski did I looked it over. I don't look over a lot of things before I come on here because I just don't have the attention span. But I did look this skit over. And it's about the adults that host child shows and how they really act when the camera's off. Let's see. And you guys tell me if you think that this skit is funny.
What's up, kids? Let's learn our ABCs.
Come sing along with us. A is for apple.
Apple. B is for bus. Bus.
C is for cat.
Cat.
Shit. Good job, Phil. Good job.
Put that default.
Hold the
What
fuck
you gonna
up.
put that default?
Damn, where the weed at?
That's
Kids, man. It's the kids.
Fuck them kids, man. I ain't fucking, man. My baby mama keep asking me about this. I'm like, God damn.
Send the money, broke ass nigga.
I will kill you for real, ho. I promise you to God that. I promise you to God.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't play with it. I tell you, come on. Mm-hmm. That stuff. Let's get back in. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Boot up. Let's ride.
Yeah, come on. 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's it.
Ah, shit. Cut. What's up, kid?
It wasn't slapping bending your knee, throwing your head back, and showing your cavities funny. But you know, something to do. It wasn't corny. It wasn't corny. It was there. Okay. But once again, born in the 80s, crack baby, not so much. Got carried away. It was okay. Um, Believable too. Believable too. I can see them doing a good old line and coming back and doing, a countdown for the kids. Do whatever gets you through your day. Okay, we don't judge. I do because it's fun. But anyway, what else is going on? This is real ghetto, and I'm going to need to go to the ghettoest depths of the internet to get the full understanding. Because what I forgot to do the last show, because I really don't care, was cover the story about Boston Richie and his child bride, Tatiana Chanel. They always do two names now. The girls are gonna give you two names because they think it's a chicka-boom moment. And it's really ghetto square. So it's Tatiana Chanel. Girl. The back T for this is Boston Richie is a full grown adult male, I think around 27. The child bride, they started dating when she was 18. Now, the story I forgot to cover last show was the child bride was getting beat up by the boyfriend, right? Help Me. That's the song he's known for. That's the situations he passes out, right? You gotta understand. This girl thinks she's grown. Not to say it's okay, but when you tell me you grown, mind my business, mind my business. The girl thinks she's grown. She told us to mind her business. She's grown. Her mother doubled down. Her mother is what, 5 years older than her? Her mother's 24. She's 19. Add it up. It's gonna give you the right math. So the mother, when you see the mother, you understand why the daughter, the hoe don't fall far from the whole tree. Okay. Now she got beat up by her boyfriend. Now they telling us she's 2 months pregnant. These children don't know how to do the veggie dance or nothing. They just want to be grown. I don't know why. But, right? She's sharing the child molester, the child predator with another girl on the internet, right? So this girl's name, I told you all these little bitches like to R.E.J. Pick one name because neither one of them put together is going to get you anything. All right? Except for some chlamydia or something incurable. But Tatiana Chanel, R.E.J., two names is the theme for these ghetto little kids. They fighting over the boy, right? The man, rather. So they have this nasty little rivalry going on, and it's like they're both the hosts of To Catch a Predator. We're fighting over a predator, but it's getting real nasty. So R.E.J. is being mean. She's using the pictures of, I can't do the two names. She's using the pictures of Tatiana to make fun of her. Oh, who got beat up today? Who got beat up today? And then the beat up girl is saying, okay, but you went to jail. And this is your mugshot. And then your mugshot is unidentifiable because it doesn't look like you. So she's now going to use her mugshot to sell t-shirts. And it's just, very ghetto, very on brand for girls that go by two names. And they don't stop. They don't stop. Let's see. There was something disturbing in here. So this is the shirt, the mugshot. No, wait. Good afternoon, twin mom. This is the mugshot. Hey, this doesn't look like you because this is the picture you go by. But your mug. Anyway, real ghetto. It feels ghetto to even cover the story, but let's just get in and out. So this is the mugshot, and then she thinks she has an aha moment. It's coming up, y'all. Did she take it down? I didn't want to show it on here anyway because it's slight nudity and it probably would have got me a little banned. But then this girl, R.E.J., two names, don't forget, shows a picture like naked twerking on the predator. And she said, ain't this your nigga? Ain't this your predator? I caught him To Catch a Predator. But anyway, anyway, the kids are fighting over a child predator that beats on women. Pick a negative. You got too many. But that's the boy, Boston Richie. And you're not going to hear a lot about it because we've normalized women getting beat up. But when you snitch, that's when people band together and be like, oh, we don't want to do a record with him. We don't want to be seen with him because he's a snitch. And that's the worst thing you could be. Oh, you beat women? Me too. Let's do a song together. Let's get on the remix. So no one's going to denounce Boston Richie because it's just, child molester, predator, woman beater. Nothing that's unfathomable, but let us know when he starts snitching. We won't do nothing with him. But the little girl has her bruises all over the internet, and no one is saying a word about like not working with him. They don't, birds of a feather. So that is Tatiana Chanel. These are her wounds. She's a child dating a grown man, and she's 2 months pregnant, and no one's batting an eye. Not my kid. What else is going on? So we know the story of the twins. I'm going to be sensitive because death is big, right? The twins allegedly tried to jump a young black boy. And then they put all these positive pictures of the twins up. They put, yearbook pictures. They have pictures of him with guns. Unbeknownst to them, these boys were the real, gun holders, and they're gonna just say, oh well, they use the guns for hunting, and then he's just a hoodlum. Anyway, long story short, for once we used our brains, and we said something doesn't sound right. So you're telling me that this black boy just went up to a white twin and can't say these words, right? Up for no reason, and then we started pulling at the story. We found out that the twins were the aggressor. They used their dual power to jump one boy, fucked around and found out. So now we're raising money, right? Not saying that this is the actual story. Alleged. So you got to throw the word alleged in there. So now there was not GoFundMe, because GoFundMe will take down your funds if it's for what they deem to be if you're going to help somebody violent. So there's another money funder app I want to get on, right? The name of this one, I forget the name. Hold on, let me get y'all the story. Thousands of donations for, his name is Carmelo Anthony, not to be confused with the Syracuse star, Lala's baby daddy. This is Carmelo with a K. He has a money raising app, and he is at $160,000 right now, and the parents put that up for, a little inconvenience fee, a little lawyer fee, a little commissary fee. So black people, and he has some white people rallying for him. I'm not going to make it an all black foundation because there are a lot of TikToks of white people deciphering the story, fixing all the holes that don't make sense. So he has right now, as of Monday morning, $155,000 raised, and it's because they are saying the story of a black boy being an aggressor is just not the truth in this situation. So I'll keep you guys updated on how this story goes. But as of right now, he has support from, not just the blacks. There are other races fighting for the justice of Carmelo Anthony, not Lala's baby daddy that had an outside baby. That was unnecessary, but my brain just does its own thing. I think this is beautiful and sad at the same time. This woman was battling cancer and she planned her own funeral. This is her in her last stages. This is going viral since last night. This is her in her last stages, telling her friends and family how she would like to be sent out, and they went above and beyond to make her final wishes come true.
I want y'all to come around with Diddy to go over the book. I want Glam to be Glam. I want y'all own little truck or whatever.
Dressed in,
I want it to I want y'all with the gloves, short gloves, long gloves.
Yeah, baby.
I want y'all with pants sets.
Yeah.
And I went in the text to see more, and they did it up.
Missing you, gotta cherish every moment, cause we don't know the last. Never take each other for.
Let me take the music off before they take it off of YouTube for music infringement. But very, very beautiful send-off ceremony. God bless her soul. They did it big. God bless her soul. I just love that they really, really, really did it huge for her. Let's see what's going on. Also, what's going on? Something a little lighter spirited going on the internet. So what's so crazy? This is why we shouldn't. Oh, goals. Oh, I love them. Oh, they're so cute. Because for 8 hot summers, we called Remy and Pat Black Love. They were the embodiment of Black love. It was always, oh, get you a Remy. I don't think I've ever heard get you a Pat. unless it was a Pap smear. I don't think I've ever heard that. But it was always Get You a Remy, right? Yeah, I did Pap. Come to find out, he was the better of the two. Now, so y'all know Remy does the battle rapping show or whatever it is. I'm a lady. Not really. But so she has a battle rap friend, right? What's the girl's name? Miss HazelE. So Miss HazelE gave us a little insight to Remy not being a good person. So female battle rapper Miss HazelE talks about her falling out with Remy Ma during her latest battle against Hitman Holla, right? Shut the ignore Skip, y'all. I'm not feeling him this morning. And I ain't even gonna get into it because he's very sensitive. I can't. Anyway. Miss HazelE says, I let you speak on shit you don't know about so freely. I mean, I cried and I vented to my friend. She told my business. That hurt me deeply. And I still allowed y'all to paint me out like a snake. Knowing behind the scenes, I got done greasy. I mean, I thought, and this is the funny thing to me, right? Rap is majority about how you pair words together and they rhyme. That's why they call it rhyming. The bitch was so pissed over Remy, she didn't even rhyme. This was just her saying her journal entry out loud. That's how I know Shorty's pissed. I was waiting for the words to hit, and they didn't. So this was, I'm going to just tell y'all, Remy is not who she thinks she is. She was never good to Pat. Tell me if I interpreted correctly or not. Let's play it.
And it was so easy. I let you speak on shit you don't know about so freely. I mean, I cried and vented to my friend. She told my business. That hurt me so deeply. And I still allowed y'all to paint me like a snake. Knowing behind the scenes I got done so greasy. I mean, I thought we were sisters. Traded on me for the trenches. And it was so easy. She said she don't need me. So I said, fuck it, I ain't need the brand neither. I got hit up to do paid tell-all interviews and kept it solid. When she was doing shit I couldn't stand neither. I mean, I wasn't always a good friend to everybody, but to her, my mentor, my damn teacher. I mean, it was hard for me to reminisce. I got amnesia. You a damn diva. You a damn... I let you...
Okay, so out of 28 bars, I heard one of them rhyme. And what I did get from this was she did a punchline about Easy the block captain, the ugly guy she's dating now. She said she stayed silent when she was doing shit she didn't respect either. What y'all think that is? Cheating? That means Remy been cheating. I had got a phone call one day from a very reliable source when I was taking up from Remy one day, and they was like, Diamond, shut up. Shut up. She is cheating. I was like, no. I got that phone call about 4 or 5 months before the Easy thing came out, and I refused to believe it, but we were calling people black love and black excellence, and guess what? Remy wasn't, it seems, allegedly appears, Remy wasn't ever living right. So when y'all be like goals and shit like that, y'all people just take good pictures and take it and leave it at that. So that was Miss HazelE alluding to Remy being a bad friend and possibly a bad partner. What else we got going on? Regular white people shit. American YouTuber who left a Diet Coke can for a reclusive tribe on an island is arrested in India. So there are some like protected colonies of people. You know, you ever see like the untouched by civilization and, you know, technology. So white people don't care about that. They don't care about nothing. That's why they don't want us coming to Hawaii. Remember one time I had to call Hawaii. I called a 7-Eleven in Hawaii, and then I called a hotel in Hawaii, and I was like, hey, is it okay right now? I did this and I recorded it and I put it on Twitter. Is it safe for tourism to Hawaii? And literally somebody said, we don't mind y'all coming. It'd be the white people that'd be doing stuff and taking stuff off the island and taking it back. Literally, it'd be the white people. They don't want white people there. And this is why. This is a tribe that's supposed to be untouched, and you leaving a cancerous can of Coke there because you think it's funny. So anyway, the YouTuber got arrested. More of that because white people just don't understand boundaries and tribes. Yeah, you can't just touch anything you want. All right, I've been keeping up with the Tay K trial. You know, the guy who did the race. He's already dying in jail, but they want him to die. So he already had a case, and they already threw the book at him, and they opened up another case for an alleged. we could just get rid of the alleged word for another murder that he had something to do with. But the driver in this case was his girlfriend. So his girlfriend took the stand to tell the prosecutor and everybody in the courtroom what her rendition of what happened that day. Let's see.
I started telling them to let him go. And I just kept screaming, let him go. And Jalen opened the door and started pushing him out. And he was fighting to get back in the car. And then I didn't let him in the car. So he went around the car and he jumped on the hood. And the light turned green.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? So, when you all were at the light on McCullough, you said Tamor produced his gun, correct?
Yes.
And who did Tamor have the gun pointed at?
Mark.
It's not gun pointed.
No, ma'am.
Okay, but then what did you observe occur?
He was robbing him.
And that's at the stoplight?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else in the vehicle have a firearm?
Jalen.
But who is the only person that you saw with a firearm in the motor vehicle?
Tamor.
And so when you get to the Mexican restaurant, what happens?
I parked the vehicle. And then they started getting out of the vehicle. And then I got out of the vehicle and they were going through the backpack and then also going through his.
All right, I'm bored. Long story short, there's a lesson to be learned here. You girls, you like the dangerous boys. You want to be in cars with niggas that be, in the streets. You will be accessory for murder. And then they're going to come to you like this. Hey, what do you know? You want to go to jail forever? Oh, no, not really. I'm going to tell. So this is what it is. She was the driver, so she's an accessory to murder. So it was either her or him, and she chose correctly herself. So this is her taking a stand about what happened that day. It's not like it's going to change anything. He's already going to die in there. No love lost. Why would I not tell on you? Okay? So, but why even be in that situation? You got to choose your partners a little better. She was a kid. Let me not be so hard on her, but where's the parents? What else is going on? Oh, this was a lot, right? So someone had posted earlier, and I was like, how do they know? Lauren London says she has no desire to be with another man ever again after Nipsey Hussle's passing because she already experienced true love with him. So I was just like, how do y'all know people business, right? Because we tell it. Because there's podcasts. I still think like an 86er. Because the podcast is going to get us some people. Say, you don't know her. Well, I do because I seen her on Club Shay Shay. I do know her because I know her business. So this is where they got that from. She sat down with Angie Martinez and talked about not needing to love again. She better than me.
And I've experienced pure love. I am not without pure love. I might not ever be married, but I experience pure love. And that's with
You
Nip.
experience it now.
With Nip. I got that. I got to see that on earth.
Woo.
I don't need to do that again. I like to feel enlightenment with God. Now, like I said, I don't know when I'm 50, 60, 70. Mm-hmm. But 37,
I'm good.
I'm good. Mm-hmm. I'm good. I don't want it. And I've experienced.
Hey, I consider myself a love bug, and I'm here to say fuck out of here. I gotta be careful because my husband's in the chat. So you never gonna go on a vacation again. You never gonna get hit with the 2-finger combo on the balcony. You never. Okay. I mean, you could take a summer off, but you could go decades with a little summer breeze with a little gentleman with a shiny chain. Hey, baby, if you say you good, I'm great. Better than me. You're better than me. That's Laura London saying she already experienced true love. She don't need it. She don't need a little back shot. But nothing until she's 50, 60. And you think you're better than me? Because you are. All right. What else is going on? I love you, baby. Trixie said more for me. More back shots in the balcony in Zanzibar for me. If you're not into it. True love. Speaking of true love and people that don't know it anymore. So y'all know G Mello, he likes to swerve, bend the corner, and start new families. So in February, Nikki Baby told us all the business. We was in the family group chat. We was in the homegirl group chat. We was in the co-worker group chat. And, I enjoy it. As long as it's not my business, tell me more. She told us, oh, this was a lot. I see everyone has been sending Jello cheating on me. I want to clear this up and speak my truth. I am surprised, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, hey, Jazz, what's going on? Don't matter. Join the class. Long story short, she said, I just had 2 babies for this nigga. And the newest baby was born in December. Here we are in February, and the nigga's not coming home. And it's because he got a new bitch, and he got the new bitch pregnant. And I'm just like, see, I know men are terrible. I know they're awful. Men are so awful that you have to dig through the garbage and find a piece of garbage with the least amount of garbage on it. You're picking the best of the worst. But it just don't make sense to leave one family. I think you do that to go feel alive, but why would you go make another family? And as the woman making the new family for the guy who just left his old family, what movie have you ever seen and you don't face the same fate at some point? So it's just, silly me. Silly me. Pardon self, as the New Yorkers say. This is why I love being a Libra. I would never want to be a Taurus because Tauruses can't think outside of their own experience, right? But as a Libra, even if I don't agree, I can pull my brain outside and be like, why did they do that? You see that? She's holding the money bag. She don't care if he leaves. I'm thinking like somebody, because I love people. I can't be bought. I make a lot of jokes. I can't be bought. So when I just spewed that rhetoric, I was spewing it as a woman that rathers love. Pardon self. Let me think of like the people that can be bought. I don't care if you leave your family and leave me too. Money afamek. I'm holding the money bag. So this is someone who makes children as an investment. Okay? You might make children out of love or a mistake that you learned to love. That's not a sub. It's just, realization. But this is a money grab for her. So I just sat there and thought about a woman worrying about facing the same fate. They don't care. These new bitches is making investment babies. You may have an investment bag. You may have investment property. You may have investment books and antiques. These bitches and this is me holding the bag. This is my investment piece. This is a baby. Silly me for thinking of somebody who truly loves people for who they are to me. Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato. You married for love? That's why you still go to work. I have an investment piece, and it's called the baby. Okay, cool. So this is the raggedy heifer, Jezebel, whore, skank, that they call, what's her name? Can anybody in the class tell me what I just told y'all about these new bitches? They think it's so to have 2 names. What is up with these new... And you see a bitch with 2 names, she a hoe. New rules. You see this is Rashida Nicole. Rashida Nicole. One name wasn't good enough to be a whore by. You had to double down. Rashida Nicole. Tatiana Chanel. My name is Julie. Sometimes they call me Diamond. Sometimes they call me Hove. Diamond Ruby. And one is enough. One is a fucking enough. Rashida Nicole. Go. Now I got 2 people to hate. Now I hate Rashidas and I hate Nicole's. Okay, y'all want to double down on the hate? I got it for you. So anyway, that's what the 2 name hoes bitches is doing. They have the investment piece babies. I'm old school. I love love. You will only see me with someone that listens to me. I need a little baby man that listens, okay? All right. I just don't understand people that they never win in the end. I don't know how, because the money seems like a win to me, but I'm just going to say it to sound deep. Maybe they do win. Go fuck yourself. All right. So, I don't know where what lower the rent, bring back real meat. I don't know what y'all doing on this. Cure cancer, cure AIDS. Y'all in the laboratories, Dexter's laboratories, remixing extinct animals. Okay, don't know if you've seen Jurassic Park, but you know, life imitates art, art imitates life, and then we die. Baby, if you watch Game of Thrones, you know what a dire wolf is. They're owned by the Stark family. They all have their own little dire wolves. They're these little wolves that become humongous wolves. And I didn't know that they were real wolves 10,000 years ago. Motherfucker, why was them scientists in the lab cooking up wolves? It's not fake, it's a real story. So on October 1st, a Libra, hey, Puerto Rico. Ooh. So we got a bad bitch Libra remixed new species. Anyway, I just kid ass a Libra like myself, and they both from the north. Anyway, direwolves are back. Time Magazine dropped the article. They tried, they remixed, and they did. They got about 4 direwolves running around. They were born October 1st, and here's a glimpse at them.
Can you tell me a little bit about what went into engineering the dire wolf?
We extracted DNA from 2 fossils that we knew from previous work had some amount of preserved ancient DNA. One was a 13,000-year-old bone, and the other was a 72,000-year-old bone, an inner ear bone. We were able to generate 2 genomes, 2 direwolf genome sequences from that, which we then compared to all the other wolves for which there's already been data generated. And when we do that, we want to figure out where it is that these 2 dire wolves are similar to each other, but different from the other wolves that are out there. And so we come up with this.
Why?
Of a dire wolf hasn't been heard on planet Earth for more than 10,000 years. That's because the species is extinct, or was. Colossal body.
White people have a hard on for touching shit that ain't theirs to touch. Countries, races, children, guns, rifles, extinct, speak. What the? Why? Okay, don't have the answer. I don't have the time for Tommy. I'm not ready for the tunnel. All right, let's get into some booty bandits. Okay, I got time. I got a little time for a booty bandit. So Dwight Howard, as long as we knew about Dwight Howard, right? Hey Darren, welcome to the show. It's not even rumors. Dwight Howard happens to indulge in a little bit of booty hole here and there. What gender it doesn't matter. I like booty hole. I don't care what gender's attached to it. It is what it is, right? So I'm confused by this awakening. So Amy Lucian, I don't watch reality. You know you's a fake whack bitch. I just told you, welcome to the show, Darren. You have a nice BBL. That's like when somebody says, oh, I like your weave. Bitch, why couldn't you just say you like my hair? So you could have said, you have a nice body, which I still don't even care to hear because I'm here telling the news. It's imperative that y'all learn something. But you wanted to double down and decipher that I went on a table for it. I don't know if you meant to be offensive, but I'm going to tell you. All you had to say was, I like the way you move. I like the way you look. You have a nice BBL, nice veneers. I like your wig. We call that a backhanded compliment. And when you give backhanded compliments, you might get backhanded. That's why I believe, I'm not sure. I believe that's why they call it backhanded compliments, because you might get backhanded for it because you're being passive aggressive. Okay? You have a nice BBL. First of all, I'm sitting down. Watch yourself and enjoy the nigga news. Back to what I was saying. The girl, Amy Lucian. I don't watch reality TV, but I do. I be on the internet, so it's going to find me, okay? They got engaged. And I was just like, who would marry Dwight Howard, right? Now, according to Tasha K, but you got to consider the source. Tasha K be getting sued up and down because she be just saying anything and she don't like to say allegedly in front. If it's one thing I learned from the bald-headed heifer is you got to say allegedly because she paying out to Cardi B as we speak for the rest of her life. Okay, so according to Tasha K's syndicate, allegedly, they saying rapper Amy, is she a rapper or is she just a black lady? Because they like to call everybody a rapper that's black. Amy, reality star, Amy Luciani, has reportedly called off her engagement with Dwight Howard after she found out he was with men in wigs and a domestic police. Two things I've always heard about Dwight Howard: that he likes boy booty hole and that he beats women. Okay? Did we ignore the signs? One. Two, or did we think we're exempt? Because you're never exempt. You're just next, right? So let's go over to Tasha K's TikTok and see why the girl didn't know that her boy liked boys. And why the girl didn't know that the boy hits girls. Because all you need is the internet and you're going to see everything you need to know about Dwight Howard. You thought you was exempt or you just, it's a money grab. Let's put Tasha K. We're going to navigate the internet together. Because I saw something that I didn't want to see. Do I have to send it to myself? Yeah, I gotta send it to myself. The desktop version of TikTok never gives you the same feed as the mobile device, and I don't know why, because this is the story. How I send it to my HazelE reveals that how do I hell no, not my friend. Come on, this is funky. Oh, let me just go to Tasha K's page. How about we do that? Unwind with Tasha K, because she got some suable things over there. She just gonna get sued again. You know what? I wish I had a moderator to block this, I could tell somebody with a weird fetish. Don't ask me no fucking questions, you weird bitch. Unwind with Tasha K. Now, oh, it's so much tea on here. Why is it not on the same order as my damn phone? Hold on now. It's her newest stuff. You know what? I'm going to take a little time to block you because I don't know how to block somebody. Let's use common sense. Oh, I don't have common sense. Trixie, how do I get rid of him? Oops, he just going to be able to have fun because I ain't got the time for him right now. Have a blast. I want to get this story. I'm going to have to just give it to y'all like this. We're about to be ghetto. So, when I got the story of Amy Luciani wanting to call off the engagement with Dwight Howard, under the premise of allegedly now finding out that Dwight likes boys and hits girls. I said, why? How you didn't know this before? So I said, y'all said y'all got this from Tasha K? Cool. I go over to Tasha K's page, right? And she is interviewing.
It just happened to this girl.
Her newest interview is with HazelE from Love and Hip Hop 14 hours ago. And I said, you know what? This is why the girl always gets sued, because you let anybody come on your platform and say anything and spew it like the truth. I don't be hearing no allegedlys or nothing. So HazelE, you might get sued too, because now they talk about my boy Fabolous, and I ain't playing that. So while I'm searching for why the story is just coming out from Tasha K, this is what I ran into. HazelE, and I'm going to say this is a crock of shit because I don't play about Fab and I don't play about Jay-Z. So Tasha K, you about to get unsafed. You know how you can't say things anymore about violence? Unsafed means harmed, because I don't play about Fab. But you let HazelE come on your couch and talk this, let me let y'all hear it.
Houston for messing with popular niggas and her getting untreated BV and her passing away with cervical cancer. It's like it's a real thing from somebody's man. His name is Fabolous. And so, you know. Are we talking about Fabolous the rapper? What other Fabolous do you know? So the thing about it is, it's real.
You know, his ex is now with Country Wayne.
Right. The girl's name is Julie. She was in Houston. She's a little Asian girl.
Asian, I mean,
that was
not me, y'all.
Like main little girlfriends out there, and she just died of cervical cancer from untreated BV. Rest in peace, Julie. It was like a whole big memorial all over the internet. But yeah, like that. And it was so crazy because some of my girls in Vegas be like, oh, we love Julie. We love it. Like, she's getting it from Fabolous. Like, he takes care of her, all this and that. And then, you know, she just, like, it was like BV and it was untreated and it turned into cervical cancer. And
so basically it was, I'm not going to put this on.
Let me tell you why social media is so dangerous. We have a good time. We laugh. Because first of all, you're going to spew misinformation like it's the fact. First of all, BV does not cause cervical cancer. I think she's talking about HPV. BV just going to cause you to smell real rancid. I believe that the disease, the infection that she's trying to tell us about is HPV. Because HPV can cause cervical cancer. Now, Tasha K got HazelE on her couch saying that, I don't want to say his name because it's just so, you know, it's too much. Gave somebody an incurable infection and that infection caused them to die. And then another girl, God bless the dead, it could be a real story, but we could have some major inaccuracies involved. So let's not discredit someone passing away. Someone allegedly by the name of Julie, an Asian girl in Houston, passed away because she was given allegedly. Girl, I came over to Tasha K TikTok for 1 second and I said about face. So somebody gonna get somebody, whether it's Tasha or Hazel, gonna get some mail and it gets served some papers over such a huge accusation, and you're not even telling the story right. So why would I believe you? Because BV does not cause cancer. Y'all are too old to be too dumb. But anyway, I don't want nothing to do with Tasha K. I went over there for one story and left with 17. Moving right along because I don't want nothing to do with that shit. But keep my boy name out your mouth. All right. What else is going on the messy ass internet? Quavo is eating a hot dog in France for allegedly $100,000, and I just do not like niggers. I don't even want to find a cute way to say it. Cute. Do what you got to do with me. Put the cuffs on me. I just don't like niggers. This is some nigger shit. And hot dog, don't even lie. I do love me a good glizzy. I do love hot dogs. This looks cold, it looks old, and it looks bold. So this is $100,000, and y'all be lying. Y'all be needing attention so bad. This is $100,000 hot dog with gold flakes. Eat your cancer in a bread and go. $100,000 my ass. So last episode I was showing y'all little pieces of Damon Wayans on Club Shay Shay, and I told y'all I was bored. It don't be the person, it be me. Like something's wrong with me. I'll just see. I'm like, boy. It could be the best interview ever. My brain does. If you don't, I'm like a kid. I need colors, lights. I think that's why I like rhinestones and glitter outfits because I need that attention. Other than that, I'm blowing spit bubbles. Nothing about Damon Wayans is boring. I'm the problem. So Damon Wayans actually did give a very great interview. He gave us a lot of information, and there's more clips that I wanted to show. Damon Wayans reacts to, damn, I don't like when Shannon Sharp asks people about other people's business. You messy bitch. You messy, unjournalistic bitch. Don't ask me about nobody's BBL, nobody's drugged out kid. I'm fascinating enough. This is the Me Show. Welcome to me. I'm your host, me. Today's topic, me. But anyway, Shannon Sharp lacks the ability to be a real journalist. It's just rich, famous people to say, hey, let me podcast because they're making money over there. I don't respect it. So we're going to slide over that one. He talked about, and this was interesting to me, comedians stealing jokes. And he said it was a well-known fact that Robin Williams was a joke stealer, and his assistant would say he was on stage at like the Laugh Factory and somebody goes, hey, that's my joke. His assistant would shush the person down and give them $75. Where's that clip? It's coming right up. It was a long weekend and I have a lot of clips to show. Hold on. You give me 1 second and I'll give you the world. Here we go.
I ain't lying. His manager used to walk around with a checkbook. And Robin would come off stage and comedian would say, hey, he just took my name to write him a check. $75.
Damn.
Because he knew Robin was all stream of conscious. And he would steal material. He was known. Comedians would go, I'm not going on because Robin's here.
Right.
But it happens.
Right.
But I always look at like comedy like this. If it's not the last joke I'm ever going to tell, I ain't going to treat it like that.
Oh, okay.
You ain't take my wife or my kid. It's just a joke. That means I got to think of something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? But for people to be all, up in arms about a joke, really, what is the joke? Did the joke end the war in the Middle East?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to not override. I'm going to give my opinion on that because I deal with that a lot on Twitter. The reason why joke stealing is so offensive is because there's something so fascinating about the human brain, the English language, and how the brain can take words that we use every day, pair them together in ways that you couldn't fathom and make it funny. To me, that is the highest level of being a human is intellect. And how you spew words, how quickly you spew them, how human, and to steal my brain from me is the most offensive thing you can do. Instead of trying to steal my man. But if you can steal me, mine. But jokes, that's why I take plagiarism on Twitter very seriously. Like, my God-given brain and my God-given talent and intellect paired these words together in a way that you just gonna steal. You gonna think it. So, I almost said fuck you, Robin Williams, but he's dead. So that's insensitive. But just white people shit. White people shit. Just stealing and putting their name over it. Just like Christopher Columbus. They all little mini Christopher Columbuses. And I just do not enjoy the way they move. Okay? I don't care. Call what you want. Just don't call me white. All right. What else we got going on? I think, he talked about, did I save the clip? He also talked about stealing his nephew's girlfriend, right? His nephew, I don't know which one, had a girlfriend, and he said he fell in love with the boy's girlfriend and started dating her. Did I save the clip? Because my brain be all over the place. Let me see. No. In 82, I got caught stealing credit cards, and they released me in Keynote. I stole, this is another clip. But anyway, let's see if I found that clip. This was another clip that stood out from his interview. And I said, why did I call that man boring? Nothing about that interview was boring. All right, so I don't have that clip. Just take my word for it. He fell in love with one of his nephew's girlfriends and started dating her. He said, Shannon said, why would you do that? He said, because I fell in love with her. Ghetto. All right, no. let's go over to the clip where he stole money from his father and how his father dealt with that, because I like this story. I stole 15 cents from my father and he missed it. I'm like, don't, let him tell it. And
he missed it. And I'm like, I don't ever want
Y'all that poor? He missed 15 cents?
15 cents. Came downstairs, followed me down the stairs, and like a school bully, threw me against the wall. Where my money? And I'm like, I know, I didn't take no dollars. So I'm just like, what? And I had it separated in my pocket.
Right.
Right? Because he had to change. And my father searched me.
He pat you down? He stopped and frisk?
Took that's my nickel. 1964. That's my nickel. And he beat me right down the stairs like a dude off the street.
Damn.
And like I said, I don't ever want to be that poor that I missed 15 cents.
I was raised a little different. It's gonna come up. This is why cultural differences are so, you feel them in interactions. Damon Wayans, the lesson he learned from that beating that day to Damon Wayans was, I never want to be so poor that my father can notice he missed 15 cents ever again. Why that's not what I learned from the situation? Because my West Indian brain from, being raised and being taught everything was a lesson is, I don't care if you steal a cent from me. I'm not raising a thief. You had 50 to 60 decades to reflect on that ass whooping. And you still conjured up. The lesson I learned is I never want to be that poor again, because I heard the same story and I don't care if it's 15 cents. If it's not yours, don't touch it. I will not raise a thief. What? Huh? Anyway, listen, that's why I'm going to, if I am ever stupid enough to raise kids, I am going to do it the way, a rendition of the way I was raised, not, by the book, because it was, it's excessive. But I believe in beatings, okay? You're not gonna just talk somebody out of being a thief. I didn't like when you stole my money back then. You gotta whoop ass sometimes. But anyway, I thought that was a very limited perspective of somebody so grown and successful to view it as just a poverty. But I think it was to raise a non-thief. But that's just me. What else we got going on social media? We had a lot going on. What else stood out to me on Twitter today? Poor, when I was growing up, Genuine was the hottest thing smoking, but I just didn't, I never had a crush on him. He was just too pretty for me. There's a such thing for men as too pretty. I never felt it. I enjoyed, I enjoyed the music. I love In Those Jeans, so many songs. Genuine is still performing, and hooray for him. But what's not in those jeans is a pair of sturdy knees. This is Genuine falling to, I don't want to say falling to his death, but it looked like it. This was Genuine performing in those jeans, and we found out that he doesn't have knees and hips. Bro, did they just leave him down there? I didn't see a hand, a paw. They just let him. He is on his back finishing out the rest of the song. Poor Genuine. He's been going viral a lot for his performances because, he gives a show. He's very animated. If you remember Genuine from back in the day, he's really a dancer. Baby, your body going to betray you and let you know things about yourself you may have not known. Genuine does not have knees anymore. I still love him performing, but just stick to the things you can do. And it's not even a big deal. I'm 38, and I just realized recently I don't have knees. I don't have knees. If I go down, I'm not coming back up. All right. What else is going on? Twin Mom, I thought this was the same video from when he fell last time. No, he just fell. I'm pretty sure that's not even the same fall from the last fall. No, that's a new fall. Unless I seen a different fall last time. It's like Joe Biden. They gonna keep on falling. What else is going on? Yes, Sophie keeps on falling. I don't want to see nothing with Kevin Gates. Oh my God. Why he keep falling? Because you know why? This is my thing. His heart isn't dancing, and your heart and your body, they don't coincide. His heart still wants to dance and jump. The body can't follow through. Hold on. There we go. I didn't see my chat for a second. There we go. I love Libras. I do. Just because I'm biased. This is my good Libra sister, Keisha Cole, but she doesn't think like me. I don't want to say that we have a commonality in behavior. She just happens to be a Libra. I don't see any similarity because the girl's different. Keisha Cole, they had this thing they call Dream Fest. It's in North Carolina. It's curated by J. Cole. Artists come out. It's a very big, nice production, and they have it yearly. Keisha Cole came out on stage wearing a diaper, gyrating to songs that don't require gyrating. And I said, we lost the girl. The girl's gone. This doesn't give superstar.
I should go have a fun, do all the things you say. Yeah, but I can't continue to take this.
Tell me what line in I Should Have Cheated requires gyrating in an adult diaper. Just throwing her depends across the stage.
Go have a fun, do all the things you say. Yeah, but I can't continue to take this.
The psychology major in me goes deep. It goes deep. I'm thinking about Frankie. Y'all remember my mother Frankie? I ain't talking about nobody, but Keisha, I understand. Just whatever makes you happy. I'm going to stay out your way. But please, the wardrobe. What's going on with, mind your business, Skip. I don't like you today. Every time I see Miss Clarissa Shields, she looks a fucking mess. It's just, yeah. As long as they happy. Clarissa Shields shows out as she shares a new flick of her and her boo papoose. She captioned it, "Baby, you the one. He gonna come slide in the city where I'm from." Putting that shit on city. You're putting bullshit. You forgot the bull. You're not putting on that shit. You're putting on bullshit. But guess what? I heard you could fight, so I'm just gonna smile. Cause girl, are you wearing flip-flops with a heel on it? What was that I just saw? Them is Old Navy flip-flops with a heel. And it looked like a baby fat two-piece denim with the door knock. Baby. Long as they happy, I guess. Usher's back on tour. I don't know who Usher owes money, but that boy is going to be on tour 370 days out the year. He was in Canada and he let Craig David on stage, and it was cute. This is Skip's song, so that's why I don't give a fuck today. It's up today with Skip. But Usher's back on tour. And you know, everybody gets who they get for a reason. I'm a firm believer in everybody gets who they get for a reason. Because the way that Usher conducts himself on tour, even though it's acting, baby, I would be at every show in a bonnet, a robe, and flip-flops with a belt, whooping Usher's ass until whoever was on production dimmed the lights until police came and escorted me out the stadium. Because Now, knowing Usher's track record, this lady really has a shot. This is what upsets me. Somebody else is gonna be like, "Oh, Diamond, come on, she's old. She's not that." That's what he likes. He likes old and not that hot. So I think he walked up to her because he was choosing. But somewhere, someone is gonna be a wife that's so. It's just entertainment. Guess what? The lady allegedly, breaking news for this. I've done the research. I still have not found out if it's real or not. But real syndicates are posting that this woman, 45. She aged like spoiled milk. She don't look for. I thought the lady was 60, 45. Anyway, I told y'all she was Usher's speed. He love a good old hard face. 45-year-old man has filed for divorce from his wife after she allowed Grammy-winning singer Usher Remy to seduce her on stage. The husband claims the woman has never kissed him in public, and he was shocked that she could do that to a complete stranger in the presence of 20. Listen, I Googled, and everybody's saying it. I don't want to be one of those people that believe anything on the screen. But guess what? When it's a good story, we're going to believe it until they say otherwise. So that's what happened. If the internet said it happened, it happened. All right. Usher, the shows are getting freakier and freakier, okay? In other news, what else we got going on the internet? There's always something, an underlying theme with something, right? So we got this. I don't even know who's bigger. I don't know if Kai Cenat or Speedy is bigger, but they're all richer than we'll all ever be. You know, people talking and just don't say that. It is what it is. I don't want to be the richest. I just want something. I'm not in competition. I just want something. Them being richer than I'll ever be doesn't hurt my feelings. Me being poor hurts my feelings. So I don't know who's bigger, Speedy or Kai Cenat, but Speedy is over in China, right? And he's showing us cars that fly. He's showing us everything over there. And I said, that boy over there, there's so many things I forgot already because that's my brain I have a very short attention span. And someone said it. I suspected it before, but now I'm sure of it. The Speedy China visit is being curated by the government to show off China to young Westerners. No regular tourists would show up and have all the chances, meetings, access, and opportunities just fall in their lap. So they're trying to say that the Chinese government is having America's golden boy Speedy come over there and show all this stuff so they can start getting the tourism, the everybody's leaving America. Well, the smart people are. It is a Chinese government curated way to get young Westerners over to China. And I believe it. Go over to his channel. He's showing us everything. And what I did see is China technology is whooping our ass. Those tariffs, they're because we can't first, I don't want to be an adult today, but the tariffs are getting out of control. Okay, I don't have to be an adult. We could talk about poor consumers, lower middle class consumers. You guys know the site Shein? Yep, you do. You know Essence, SSNs. Some people say it wrong, some people say it right. They are going to affect us with those purchases because everybody on TikTok is saying, hey, I just got a package from Essence and Customs is holding my package because my package was $2,000. Now I got to pay the $400 tariff. Hey, I had an Essence package. I can't get it. I got to pay the $40 tariffs. Even if you don't want to be an adult, these tariffs are affecting us because we do business with China, no matter how small. And I don't know if you know or if you have a friend, they are holding up. You go on the website and you think you're paying, and what you're paying is everything. It's not, because now you got to pay customs. That's all I want to say. I don't want to do anything adult today because it's draining. But if you are ordering from Shein or Essence, I've seen more than 5 people say their package is being held because they have to pay the tariff. That's all I'm saying. It hurts. The adult topic, it hurts, but it's real life. Terrence Howard, is that his name? I don't even know nobody's name. he was on a podcast and he was talking about his run-ins with Diddy and how gay it got over there. Let's see what he
Just
said.
looking at me. Like,
Pull it from the
You know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it.
And you know what's one thing I noticed? These big celebrities, when they do decide to go on podcasts, why y'all don't go on Black people podcasts? Why y'all helping these racists that already have the, the head start because their lives were just, paved out for them? Why are y'all taking y'all Black experience and sitting on non-Black couches? I would never understand that. Where's the clip where he talked about Diddy being gay and Diddy trying to fuck him? Hold on. I'm really tired of y'all on these non-Black couches, honestly. Puffy tried to fuck me. His name is Terrence Howard. Exposes the industry and says, some, like Justin Bieber, just lost their manhood chasing fame. Ouch. Please don't be a long clip. I have attention. Oh, it's no clip. It's words. Okay, I'm just going to read the words on the screen. Oh, it is a clip. Sorry.
Shop Granger. Talk shop for your shop. 1 million industrial grade products backed by 24/7.
Now, there's a short life in
Why do you think
world.
that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it. A man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the Puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequences
yeah.
when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach.
Man, listen now. Very viral clip on a podcast. It was Jadakiss, Fab, Diddy, and Diddy kept on making Fab uncomfortable. You could see it. He like, yo, man, why we don't party? And Fab like, look, we do party. Man, why we don't party? But I just partied with you, man. The nigga, it's not a rumor anymore. It's not. I don't know why y'all think gay is such a big deal that you gotta do cross reference 20 times. You gotta hit 73 people. The boy likes boys. It's not a foreign concept. How many people gotta tell you? How many awkward photos you gotta see? Because he had French looking real crazy. But anyway, the things we do for money and fame. I didn't agree with everything he said. But I just wanted to get to the part where he said that Diddy tried to fuck him and we got there. Let's get in and out. What else is going on the internet? I love this place. I love it here. I don't care. Ooh. Bow Wow and where's his friend? I'm gonna get to this story in a second. Bow Wow and Omarion are at odds. They don't want to call it beef, but there's something weird going on. Where is the story?
At the top.
That ain't the one. Damn, I got too many stories. Oh, let me see if it's in the blogs. Let me get to the blog. What time is it? I gotta wrap this up. But not really. I'm having fun talking about people. My favorite. Let's go over to the shade room where everything is very ghetto, and we get the best ghetto tea over there. Here we go. Omarion speaks out after Bow Wow speaks out about their strained relationship. So Bow Wow was on the couch with Cam Newton, and Cam Newton asked him if he has beef with Omarion, and this is what Bow Wow had to say.
Was that a real beef? It's complicated. It's complicated. Still? Yep. Yeah. Still. What? Yeah, it's complicated. We can't just sit down and hash it out. I don't want to talk. He don't want to talk, or you don't? I don't want to talk. It's nothing to talk about. Not even in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's just when you let your hand out and you try to be the bigger person and try to rap, but you get no response, and you're just like, okay, well, we're gonna leave it right here then. You know what I mean? And let's just, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing, and we just gonna keep the peace. But it's definitely not no beef. Like we in the same buildings. Like we pass each other in arenas. We might not speak, but we walk past each other.
I was about to say, because what type of beef are we talking about? We talking about 50 Cent, Rick Ross type of beef?
No. That's
Drake, Kendrick type. Omarion.
Was that a real beef? Hell nah, because if it's on, it's
Quavo, Chris Brown type of beef.
Nah, because beef is if I see you at any place in time it's on where it's on, like it's on site. That ain't what it is with us. It's just more of a, we've been through this thing for so long that where we at, he's 40. Like I'm 38. Like where we at now, like not like we grown, and it's just like we don't.
Yeah.
we don't have to do that now. We got kids, we got our own lives. Where I'm going in my career is where I'm going, where you going. It's where you going. I wish you nothing but the best. And for me, the best revenge sometimes is time. You ain't even got to do much. That's why I said in the tweet, we don't have to talk. You know what I mean? It's just time for us to hit the stage and we'll leave it on the stage.
Let's see what Omarion's response to that was. Over the years, I've shared space, history, and energy with many in this industry, Bow Wow being one of them, inviting him to the Millennial Tour franchise with an extension of brotherhood and respect. I came from a place of love, legacy, and shared memories. To my knowledge, there is no beef, no unresolved issue, unless there is one, no drama. I'm in a season where I honor what's real, what's reciprocal, and what uplifts the spirit. We may cross paths and not exchange words, and that's okay. I wish him well on his journey. I move forward with love, clarity, and truth. Thank you to everyone who came to the Millennial Tour and made it a great success. Excitement and more great news to come. See you soon. That was so mature and grown. Better than me. Better than me. I don't care about being the bigger person. I care about being myself. Omarion has said a lot of stupid things recently, and I thought he was stupid. He's just stupid when it comes to the dynamic of men and women. But he got being mature with men down pat. So that was his response to his former best friend. Let me hold you. Listen, long as we got some beautiful music out of the relationship, I don't care what happens. Let Me Hold You is one of my favorite songs of all time. I think because I really, really love that If Only for One Night Luther sample. Let me tell you something about Luther. I'm rambling, cool, but I'm teaching y'all. The sample that they got that from is one of my favorite Luther songs, and it's called If Only for One Night. Baby, the song is about a man and I don't care. Whole time we thought it was about a girl. Was not. Does it change the magnitude of the greatness of that song? Absolutely fucking not. Let me hold you tight. I will break out in song. I might find me a karaoke tonight. No, because niggers don't have any musical range. So I'm just going to do that in my house. This is crazy. God, don't like ugly. Over 18 lives lost, more than 120 injuries after a nightclub and roof collapses in the Dominican Republic. God bless the souls that was lost. That island it got a lot of going on. That island has a lot going on. When I say that island, I mean Haiti and DR. They just get tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. That happened last night in DR. Let me get out of here before I say something insensitive. What else is going
You ain't gotta ask me, daddy, if I'm feeling nasty. I've been trying to hide that I want you so badly. I don't know how much more this I can take, and you're the one to blame. So you ain't gotta ask.
Methinks Ciara don't give a damn about the music, nor do we. She just wanted to show her ass, and that's okay. Sometimes I'm like, that's what I feel like, but I will say it. Hey, y'all, just felt like showing some ass. You know, some people got a problem with just saying what they're doing in the picture. Like a girl be like, "Oh, look how long my hair grew." This is the picture right here. Let me put less hair in it. This is the picture right here. Look, y'all. Look how much my ass grew. I mean, my hair. I got distracted by my own ass. Ciara's doing that. Ciara, you know that song not good. Ooh, it's terrible. I got good. First of all, it's a love song, and she like this. You moving faster than the song, baby. Slow down. Slow down. You're scaring me. You're scaring the hoes and the niggas. You look amazing. You look amazing. Why you couldn't just do a TikTok? We didn't need a whole production. Songwriters was called in. Studio time was paid for. You got Hype Williams on the video. That's not Hype Williams. I'm saying, sometimes in life we want to show. You got a good day. We having a good day. We want to show ass. Go on and show the ass and go. We don't need no music. I'm not being disrespectful. There's something missing from the song. I'm hearing, I don't like new Ciara music. I don't. It's giving Will. It's giving Will Smith. It's giving. I don't like it. Now, being that Ciara and Russell know that we make jokes about how many kids they have and how beautiful they are as a couple, and it's true. Tiana Taylor goes under the post and says, okay, my next niece or nephew will be loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Russell comes. You damn right, TT. That's for Tiana Taylor, in case y'all slow. Ha ha. She asking for Cinco. Says, we don't give a fuck. I don't care if you make a 5th grade class full of kids. Do that. Show your ass. Take your pictures. We don't want the music. Let's play it on mute. Yeah. Oh. Yes. Oh, fuck. It's the music.
So you ain't gotta ask me, Daddy, if I'm feeling nasty. I've been trying to hide that I want you so bad.
I don't. And then you move. Baby, I say that to say this. It is okay to just show your ass. Stop wasting money and just show your ass. You moving too fast. The song sucks. The lyrics is cringe. I got good punani. Who was in the writer's room? Spice? Not Ice. Because she would have talked about poopy. I'm talking about the Jamaican one. All right. Just as adults, we should be able to mean what we say and say what we mean and post an ass and go, hey, y'all, my ass was looking kind of fat today. And go. You don't have to bring writers into it. Unimpressed. We don't need it. I do want to see that ass again. Don't be mad at me. All right, moving on. Moving on. We don't have to do the whole. It is okay. Ooh, what's this? What's this? You know one thing about Haley? She likes to play the quirky game. How you say quirky? Quirky? DDG EBT be over there playing with girls all the time. And we know she's a very jealous girl. But she's not, she wants to be the girl next door. Like some people bask in being, I'm a gangster. I'm the balance. She likes to go about things the real cutesy way. This is, hey, I see you over there and I raise you 5. You watching my son? Because I'm on a date. This is Haley playing the mean girl game in the cute, innocent girl way. Feed me and I'm a happy girl. Because he's going to feed me dick right after. She's on a date. She wants us to know that don't feel bad for me. I too am moving on and I'm dating. But she does it in the... Girl, you are 30. We look like you on a Just For Me perm box. Like, it's okay. You grown. And it comes with vengeance, retaliation, whoring, going out more, wearing less. Some people, they feel safe. They're a little, no. Fight fire with fire. Burn it down. What else is going? Beyonce, what you selling me now? Oh, I got scared. I thought she was about to start selling loose leaf paper. Something. There was a list that was dropped of the top Billboard. And you know, you can't be offended. Billboard is white people. Do we care? No. Billboard dropped their top 25 rappers, female rappers of all time. And let's, this is the top 10. People did too much. Doechii was on there. They gave her number 24. And people's top 10 now. Foxy Brown, Eve, Roxanne Shante. There goes the double names again. Y'all wasn't the first little girls. Salt and Pepper's here. MC Lyte, Queen Latifah, Little Kim, Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj. I seen some people saying that Lauryn Hill only had one album and she sang on a lot of it. How was she? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I didn't make up my mind. Just telling you what the white people said, not to say this is the Bible or anything. It's just 10 white people was in a room and they tapped into our culture and they rated it. Do we care? Y'all might. I don't. All right. So if it's just something to argue over, you guys like to argue. What else is going on? I don't want to do anything with Harriet Tubman today. I don't feel like being woke. I want to go. Actually, want to go to sleep. Bernice's daughter got married over the weekend, and this is all people care about. They're not. I don't. $100,000 ring. That's all the headlines are gonna say. Congratulations to Ashley and her husband dropped $100,000 on the ring. That's all you people care about. Enjoy. Let me get up out of here. Okay, what else is going on? Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. I mean, y'all already knew. I just wasn't around for it. The Queen of Palestine is back. We were concerned. Onija Robinson, she went over to Dubai where they don't play like that, got locked up. We was like, where's Onija? Is she okay? And then she popped back out. I don't know why Stefflon Don is with her, but she is back and she is... Can I get an article? There we go. She's back in the streets, tacky as ever. God bless her heart. We do not love her for her fashion. We love her for her non-fashion. It's actually fun. This is her back in the streets of New York. And there's a little discrepancy. People saying she was from Brooklyn. That's a Bronx.
Hey, how you doing today?
Hey, hello.
I'm good. What's your name and where you from?
My name is Onija. I'm from the Bronx.
Cool. The BX is in the house. Stop playing with her.
BX in the house.
Yeah. We see your fit. Describe it today.
Well, my fit right now, I'm wearing Fenty from Rihanna. Chanel boots.
Damn.
You know, that's how I get down, light work.
Stop playing with her. If you give anybody a styling tip, what would it be?
Well, I would say wear a loose shirt, tight pants, and some rocking shoes that's comfortable. Get comfortable.
Oh, okay. We love that. Would you rather have a partner with style or funds?
I'd rather have a partner with style, honestly, because funds could always come in.
All right, God bless her heart. What else happened over the weekend? Nothing I care about. Let me see if I care about anything. No. Don't give a damn. Oh, I lied. There was one thing I did care about. Y'all know I love me a J Hud tunnel review. I did see Normani walk down the tunnel, and I did want the opportunity to judge the walk. Let's do it together as a family.
Normani walking through. Normani what it do. Turn it out like you do. Normani walking through. Turn it up. Ooh, love it so much. Ooh, you're our motivation. She is at J Hud. We just love it so much. She's our motivation. Congrats on your engagement. She is at J Hud. Go to the J Hud show. Make it say ah, and you already know. Ooh, yeah. Pull up to the J Hud show. Ha, 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 yeah, you already know. Ooh, yeah. Pull up to the J Hud show. Make it say ah, and you already know.
It kind of gave, when she practiced it in her mirror, it was a lot better. But then when the lights come on, it's just like, oh my God, I'm startled. I got to catch the beat. It was just, I understand what it was supposed to look like, and I don't think it hit its mark in the beginning. It was a little bit too much, a little too offbeat, because sometimes less is more. It was way too much in the beginning, and it was, I actually hated it. There was moments that I didn't hate as much, but as a conglomerate, it was awful. The theme song was amazing. They did great. She didn't hit the mark. And for somebody who is known as a dancer, it was underwhelming and far too much. I'm going to have to give it a 4. She cleaned up at some parts, but it just wasn't smooth. It was just like, hey, I know this is going to go viral. I got to give it my all. And you know how people hate birthday makeup? You know why people hate birthday makeup? Because of the event. You don't want to be regular, so you overdo it, and you think it's something so grand that more becomes less, and it should have done. And this reminds me of birthday makeup. It was a big event. We went too big, and in going too big, we ruined it. Normani is the birthday makeup of the J Hud tunnel. I am so sorry. I have to give that a 4. I don't want to be mean. I have to be real. Okay. Is there anything else I care about before I get the fuck out of here?
My body comes alive when you get real close. You gon' be surprised if I get exposed. My body.
I hate it so fucking bad. I wish I never met it. I don't care about nothing else. Let me go over to neighborhood talk. A little bit classier. Let me see if they have any classy stories I missed. Oh, what's going on? Anthony Edward grants full custody to Tasha Howard amid. Nothing's different. Y'all gonna tell us the same thing every day. He do not want that baby in his life. What else? I don't like animal cruelty. That's why I don't wanna ride horses no more on vacation. I feel bad. In Atlanta we have horses. Like, you know, the horse and carriage, and I think it should be banned. A horse collapsed downtown in Atlanta yesterday, and people were just, you know, it collapsed in front of a Chase ATM. A guy posted a picture still withdrawing money, like, yeah, nothing stops the money. And it's just a dead horse on the floor. And I didn't think it was funny. I didn't want to do a story on it, but it just popped up. So just, you know, think about it, guys. I know it's a good photo op. I'm guilty of it. I just was on a horse in El Salvador. I just don't want to be a part of it. Zoos, aquariums, horse riding, it's just, if we stop giving money to it, maybe they'll release them back to their, you know, natural habitat. I just, you know, it's hard. It's hard. We want to interact, good pictures. The animals are collapsing and dying, so that's not fun. Boosie was in a car accident in Atlanta yesterday, but he survived untouched. I would say praise God. I don't know if you praise Satan. I don't know who is responsible for him being unscathed, but it is what it is. What else they got over in the neighborhood talk? Nothing important for real. I think I gave y'all enough. And if I missed it, y'all will get it on Thursday, because y'all know Wednesday is the day that I like to fart on myself and do nothing. So don't come looking for me tomorrow. Yeah, nothing else is important. I gave y'all a lot of the information y'all needed to get through today. You know, conversation pieces like, oh, you heard such and such. Diamond told me. I want y'all to start doing that. So thank you guys for coming by for another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. I gave y'all all y'all needed. Thank you, Trixie. If you missed any of today's show, no need to fret. It will be up on YouTube in the next 10 minutes. When you get over there, like, comment, subscribe, say hey. At 5 minutes, 42 seconds, you were really funny. My ego loves that. My ego loves a timestamp. Timestamp me when I was the funniest. Because that also helps me make clips to promote the show and give y'all more what y'all need. Like I said, I do not... Skip is pissing me off, y'all. I don't record on Wednesdays, so hold tight for Thursday. I will be back Thursday. We can talk about people again on Thursday, because it's fun. I love talking about people. Y'all do it to me. All right. Thank you all for stopping by. And don't forget, the most important thing you can do today is go fuck yourselves. Peace out. Until Thursday.